Number 10. Berserk of Gluttony. Fate Barbados lives in a world with two kinds of people, the ones who have received powers from the god and the ones who didn't. Those with powers can have everything from money and glory, and normal people end up at the very bottom of society. Unfortunately, his magical skill turns out to be gluttony, a skill that makes him constantly hungry, and no matter how much he eats it just can't be satiated. His dream to be a powerful fighter became impossible to achieve. But one day, he finds out the gluttony's true use. Whenever he kills someone he can absorb their skills and his hunger can also be satiated. Finally, Barbados has awakened his true potential. How many people will he kill to satisfy his hunger? Number 9. Talent Swallowing Magician. Alternate title: The Mage Who Absorbs Abilities. Elric Melvinger. The sole heir of the prestigious magic family. Though he possessed innate talent, he had too much talent, and as such, could not learn magic. However, he then received a blessing left by his ancestors. Eat demons. Swallow demons. Drink demons. Continue to keep accumulating demons within yourself, and achieve new magic. Reach high. Reach a height so high that no one will ever reach me. Number 8. The Dungeon Seeker. Junpei Takeda, a high school student, is childhood friends with Noriko Tatsumiya and the bully Kido Shota. One day, during the usual course of bullying Junpei, they were suddenly summoned to a different world by the whim of God. Summoned heroes with cheats, or so he thought. But it turns out Junpei's stats were even worse than an average farmer. Tricked into a deathly labyrinth by the only one he trusts, he walks the journey for revenge. Number 7. Book Eater. Theodore Miller knows everything about magic, except how to use it. Just as he's about to flunk out of Bergen Academy, Theo chances upon a grimoire named Gluttony, that manifests as a magic-hungry creature on his hand. The more magical texts and artifacts Gluttony consumes, the more powerful Theo becomes, quickly making him the Academy's star student. Sure, he now lives under constant threat of being eaten by an insatiable parasite, but Theo is finally on his way to becoming a real wizard. Number 6. Monster. Tomokui Kanata has suffered an early death, but his adventures are far from over. He is reborn into a fantastical world of swords and magic, as a lowly goblin. Not content to let this stop him, the now renamed Ryu uses his new physical abilities and his old memories to plow ahead in a world where consuming other creatures allows him to acquire their strengths and powers. Number 5. After 10 millennia in Hell. Okangwu the Demon King has had it with ruling over Hell and wants to return to Earth. But when he finally gets there, not only are his powers sealed, but the Earth he once knew has turned into an MMORPG free for all. Dimensional gates have appeared all over the world, and players enter them to make a living by hunting monsters. If Kangwu wants to survive in this dangerous game, he's going to have to level up, and fast. But for this Demon King, Hell on Earth might be worse than Hell itself. Number 4. I grow stronger by eating. Known as Pet Shop, Mr. Kim has the unique ability to absorb the skills of the creatures he eats. One day, Pet Shop is mysteriously transported to a magical world full of orcs, trolls, and monsters. A new world, new chow, and new skills. Now Pet Shop is determined to become the most powerful creature in the world. Follow his epic climb to the top of the food chain. Number 3. Your talent is mine. About 100 years ago, powerful and fierce creatures invaded Earth through a dimensional rift. When humanity's survival was in danger, warriors who have awakened talents fought back, bringing back a sense of safety in this new world. After losing his parents, Yi Tian struggles to survive in this dangerous world along with his sister. He awakened his talent but unfortunately, possessed a weak talent. But he soon realized that his ability allows him to copy the talents of anyone he touches, even if it's a human or a monster. To become the strongest in the world he starts to kill monsters and copy their skills that no human has. Number 2. Undead King Tian Boken Shaw. In this world, levels determine one's status and the weak are denied of opportunities. The protagonist, Alka, was once one of them, known as the Corpse Scrapper, due to his inability to level up. However, he obtains the powerful Abyss Armor, which grants him the ability to drain the levels of those he defeats, both human and monster. With his newfound power, Alka rises to fame and prominence, overcoming even the strongest beings in the world. This is the story of a jet black knight, once considered the lowest of the low, who becomes the most powerful entity in the world. Number 1. That time I reincarnated as a slime. Satoru Mikami is a middle-aged man stuck in a boring job he doesn't want and is living a mundane life in Tokyo. One day, while protecting his friends, he dies at the hands of a robber who stabs him with a knife. In the next moment, he finds himself reincarnated into another world as a lowly slime, one of the weakest creatures in the world. Soon, his actions, like befriending a dragon and a demon king, set off a chain of events that will change the world forever, all because of a slime.